Good day, Libra Collective. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for our Libra Collective for October 2025. It would help if I said a month. So I was just going to go ahead and get started. Spirit, what does the Libra Collective need to know for the overall energy for October 2025? Now, keep in mind that this is a general reading, not personal, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Spirit, I'm shuffling for Libra for October 2025. What is it that they need to know? Can I get one more card for the overall energy? Just one more card for the overall energy, please. I get just one more card. 2 will work, thank you. Okay, so we have anxiety, the number 18. We have the number 40, 6th chakra, which is your third eye chakra. And we have the angel, the angel of strength. So some of you are being called to, even though you have anxious feelings, to be strong and knowing that your higher power has your back. Anxiety is about thinking about the future. Even though we have no idea what the future holds, you're thinking about the future, and you're thinking about every scenario that could come to be, most of which will not happen for most people, but yet we keep ourselves up thinking about it, and making ourselves anxious, losing sleep. Maybe some of us are gaining weight. Maybe some of us are losing weight dramatically. Maybe some of us are not eating correctly, or nourishing our bodies, or sleeping well, or hydrating ourselves, or exercising, because we're so in our head about what the future is going to bring that we're not staying present and focusing on ourselves and just being right now. All right. So we have to be strong and understand that we need to be present. All right, there's also, I feel like something is going to also, you might be in a situation that is going to, you're going to need to pull all the lessons that you've learned from previous experiences out to get you through this situation. So there's times are changing for us, okay? A lot of people are going through big, heavy changes. So make sure that you're paying attention to taking care of yourself and your loved ones first, but mostly yourself, so you can take care of your loved ones. Making sure you're staying steadfast in your convictions and your integrity, and showing that, when you are kind to people, then that's going to be a big example for your younger generation. Then they'll be kind to people. All right, showing that all we need to do is treat people how we want to be treated, and understand that there is a place for strength. And just because you're sensitive and kind doesn't mean you're not strong. That isn't a sign of weakness. So we're asked to be strong in every sense of the word through these situations, through our lessons learned, through our battling back, through our resilience, because all of that equals strength. And then we have our third eye chakra, which means you are very connected right now. Okay, I feel like you are really, really intuitive. So make your dreams come true. You have insight into things a lot of people don't. So use that ability to help yourself, to calm yourself, to free yourself from burdens. Connect with your breath and try to understand things on a deeper level, because I feel like you have knowledge that other people may not have. You have the ability to connect with your higher power, with your guides and guardians. They have messages for you. You have insight into things. You're knowing things that you don't even know how you know, but you know. So pay attention to these downloads, pay attention to these instincts, and pay attention most importantly to your gut. And have some confidence in your ideas and your insights and your gut feelings. They're leading you somewhere. You just have to trust. All right, now I'm moving on to the tarot deck for our Libra collective. Shuffling for Libra. Sorry, I was shaking. By shuffling and shaking. All right. Here I am shuffling for the Libra collective. This is a new deck and it is sticky, still sticky at this point. So bear with me while it gets used to me. Okay, so the first card is the Six of Pentacles. Let's pull a couple more cards before we get started. Shuffling for Libra Spirit. What does the Libra collective need to know for their greatest good? So thank you. I get one more card to start the reading. Just one more card to start, Spirit. Okay, so we have, like I said, the Six of Pentacles, which is about give and take. The Seven of Rods, the Seven of Wands. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And here it's called Blades. Okay, so I feel like there might be a divine feminine who is warming up to something, who might have cut you off but is coming back, who is might be becoming friendlier with. They might have been very standoffish, but now that they're coming back around and feel like warming up. They might have been a bitchy towards you, and now you're feeling like that kind of that coldness is warming up and they're coming back around. This could be maybe a co-parent or something along those lines. You guys have made a decision, or maybe an interaction or an agreement, and things are just more copacetic than they were. This could be somebody that you had a falling out with, and you realized that it was dumb and decided to call it a truce and get back into each other's lives. And now you're very friendly. Now, I do feel like you, for the longest time, things were, maybe you thought things weren't fair. Maybe they weren't hearing your side to something with this Six of Pentacles. It's about equality. It's about give and take. It's about seeing each other's side and hearing each other out. Maybe that was the cause of this, this coldness that they were feeling. Maybe you guys were just disconnecting, miscommunicating, and putting up a guard. This is the Seven of Wands, and that's like being really defensive. Every time somebody speaks, it's like, their defenses are up, or they're constantly guarded on something, or something in their energy. They always have to have an answer or a quick answer to something. I feel like the people I'm talking about, those people who are just, constantly thinking, almost like a know-it-all energy. But I feel like this person actually might be, maybe they are kind of having you take down these defenses, because they're warming up to you. Your defenses might be coming down. you know, you might be on the same playing field where it's like, okay, well, I don't have to be angry all the time. You know, this person is in my life. I can, you know, I don't have to constantly have an attitude of being defensive. You know, we can be equals in this situation. So I do feel like there is a call to, you know, really treat somebody the way that they should be treated. Take down your defensive. You could be defending somebody in your life. Maybe this is somebody who doesn't have the best reputation, and you know, you see the good in them. You know, there's always somebody out there willing to give another person a second chance. And sometimes not everybody sees it. The whole community doesn't see it that way. But if you take a chance on them and they prove you right, then that is like you are letting down your defenses and giving them a second chance and warming up to the possibility that this could be a genuinely, you know, good thing. You know, giving somebody a second chance, again, isn't a weakness. It is showing that, you know what, you are willing to put yourself on a limb because you believe that strongly in other people. People make mistakes, and you're able to forgive. And that could be an example for others as well. Putting yourself out there like that, giving people second chances, keeping an open heart, treating them like an equal with this Six of Pentacles energy here. Spirit, what other? Thank you. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, or they call it Blades, like I said in this one. That's a really cool card. Messages coming in is the first thing I thought. Messages coming in for you. They could come in as downloads. They could come in through as emails or text messages. They could be coming from your divine source or your guides and guardians or ancestors. Look for signs. But I feel like there's messages coming in from you from different people, from different sources, text messages, or maybe this is a call for you to text somebody regarding an opportunity, or they're sending something to you regarding an opportunity. This is something that you've been wanting to do. And, you know, it's kind of like I'm getting, like you have been meaning to reach out to this person, but days just get by. You know how, like, when you are finished doing what you're doing and you finally sit down on the couch for the night and you're just like, shit, it's 10 o'clock. I can't text them now. You know, so it's like kind of like that energy, and it's like just days fly by. You've been meaning to reach out, but you haven't. This might be just a reminder. You meant to text this person, so get on it. And we have the Five of Cups in reverse, which means you've been paying attention to something else, and something that's not serving you, and you're letting this other thing linger. It could be a relationship. It could be a prospect of some kind. It could be an avenue that you want to explore. But for some reason, something is distracting you from pursuing what is meant for you. So make sure you're aware of that. And you might want to address that if that's you, or it could be your person. Maybe it's something that you don't see, and this is a call, you know, that it's a red flag for you to, you know, maybe because you have your blinders on in a relationship and you don't see, like, well, this person isn't always focused on me. They seem to be focused on a different situation. And you know, I don't really always like that situation that they put themselves in. That might be just, you know, hey, mention it to them. If it doesn't change, then maybe, you know, have a deeper conversation about it. But it's something that you might want to bring up as a red flag situation. Just something putting out there. It might not resonate with you. You know, if it doesn't, then that's fine. We'll move on. Okay, we have the sun. Right now, you are shining. You are so energetic. People are paying so much attention to you. You are completely radiant to everybody right now. Your energy is off the hook. You're having a blast in life, and people want to be around you. So just know that that's the energy you're bringing. Now, sometimes that could bring in some people who aren't so savvy, some people who want to take advantage of your radiant energy. So just be, you know, intuitive enough to know the people who are genuinely interested in you and your being and your energy, and those who want to disrupt your energy. You know, you might want to, before you go out into a group of people, you might just want to ask your higher power to protect your energy. Because you don't want that to be robbed, your good energy, through, you know, negative interactions. All right, so I am going to move on to our concluding message and see what this deck has to say for you guys for our Libra collective for October 2025. Shuffling for October 2025. Shuffling for October. Spirit, would you kindly let us know what messages the Libra collective needs to know? What do they need to know for their greatest good? What is it that the Libra collective needs to know for their greatest good? Greatest good. Okay, let's see here. We have 37. 37 is straw bale. Oh, let me get on the right page. Here we go. Your higher self chose this card because you are being invited to determine whether or not your need to dream bigger, reach higher, and expand fully into your gifts. Your talents, are your talents being utilized? Are you taking up space and allowing your light to shine? Are you reaching for big enough goals or playing it safe? If you are reading this now, it's likely you have not made the best of your talents, and you have been playing it safe from fear of failure, or because you don't believe you are good enough, wise, or experienced enough. There are many people in the world who are less experienced, less educated, and have less money, and far less talent, but are living big, fulfilling lives simply because they have given themselves permission to occupy as much space as possible. They don't wait for others to hand them things. They go and get them. They don't wait for others to make space for them. They find their own lane. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Be the first in line or call your own shots. Straw bale encourage you to find the courage to live as big as you dare. I love that. Get out of your comfort zone and make your own dreams come true. I love that. So something to think about. Encourage yourself. Encourage others. Dream big. Thank you so much, Libra, for joining me. It is truly appreciated. Thank you for hanging out and clicking like and subscribe, and also for hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I am going live. And I do go live every week, Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. And I do pop-up lives throughout the week, so make sure you're hitting that notification bell to let you know when. All right, so I hope to see you on one of my lives, but if not, I'll catch you next time. Bye, Libra.